Good morning and welcome. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you this morning to provide my expertise on the status of organic farming research in the Southeast United States. This forum, as Lawrence stated before, is organized by Tuskegee University and the Organic Farming Research Foundation with, in partnership with the Southern South. Before I go into my discussions, I would like to acknowledge some of my collaborators from Tuskegee University, Adelia Bovell-Benjamin, Franklin Kpomblekou, Desmond Huntley, from our collaborating institutions, Ayele Ayi, Delaware State University, Jim Myers, Oregon State University, Alex Woodley, North Carolina State University, Lawrence Snyder, Organic Farming Research Foundation. We have other partners, Kate Richard from the Southern South, Lawrence Snyder, Kelly Baron, Sheila Golden, and Vicky Lowell, all who help us to make this day and this forum possible. So we are very grateful for their help. Indeed, this is a great time for the organic industry. In the US, the organic sales in 2018 have reached $52.5 billion, which represents a 6.3% increase over the previous year. Organic sales for, at the same time, reached $47.9 billion, representing 5.9% increase over 2017, and the non-organic, non-food product sale reached $4.6 billion, representing 10.6% increase over 2017. The Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education Program is run in four regions. You have the Northeast, the North Central, the Western, and the South, the Southern part. Organic agriculture in these areas is not the same, meaning that some of the areas have more organic activities than others. And in the South, the reason that we don't have a lot of organic activity, those reasons can be attributed to climate change or the climate, the weather behavior in the southern part, where we have constant high temperatures, mild winters, which allow insects and diseases to proliferate. Soil in the southern portion of the US also are old soils, very infertile, and that makes really production very difficult. Like if you compare those soils to the soils in the Midwest, which are molly soils, those soils are the most fertile soils in the whole world. So that is also a disadvantage for the South. So a good soil, a healthy soil, can withstand all these adverse of climate change. In addition to that, we don't have research information for our growers in the region. So development of appropriate pesticide or development of crop varieties that are appropriate to the region. In the last decade, meaning from 2009 to 2019, the US or NEFA awarded 183 proposals to the whole country. Out of the 183 proposals awarded, 33 of them were awarded to the southern region. And if you look at all these proposals that are funded for the southern region, you will see that most of them are dealing with insect issues. You see proposals funded for University of Florida, North Carolina, University of Georgia, Clemson University, Tuskegee University, and so forth. All those highlighted in red focus on insect. So it's not a coincidence. It's because in the southern part of the U.S., insect proliferation is the key, and it restricts farmers to be successful in growing organic food. These proposals that again I highlighted dealing with the insect issue, they represent nearly 30% of all the proposals funded during this decade for the southern part. Now let's look at the research grant awarded by NEFA to institutions in the Southeast, North Central, Northeast, Western regions during the last decade. If you look at this graph, for instance, we have here on the x-axis the years of the funding of these proposals. On the y-axis, we have the funding level in $1 million. So if you look at the year 2009, in the southern region, we have only 2 proposals funded. So the numbers that you see on top of the bars represent the number of proposals funded in the southern region. So if you look at this one, only 2 proposals were funded in the southern region, and those proposals amounted to less than $2 million. But compare that with the North Central and the Northeast. They had 8 proposals in the North Central and 6 proposals funded in the Northeast. Those proposals amount to almost $16 million. If you look at 2010, we had 4 proposals funded in the southern region, and you have in the North Central 10 proposals. And look at this, only 5 proposals funded in the West, but they amount to $8 million, where our 4 proposals here give us again less than $2 million. So to see the same trend in 2011, 2012, 2014, and only in 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018 that the South appeared to be competitive. If you see here, in 2015, we got 6 proposals funded at less than $8 million, where in the Northeast, they have 7 proposals funded with them just a little bit over $8 million. So you see again the same thing reoccurring in 2016, 2017, and 2018. But in 2019, we went back to our low level of funding. So what does it mean? It means that we are not very competitive in bringing research money, and that is going to be reflected on our capacity to develop strategies or research recommendations for our goals. Okay, here is something that is not showing on top here. It's supposed to be state level support for organic agriculture. On top of us in the Southeast not being able to generate or to attract more federal funding for our research, our state governments are not helping either. They are not helping in developing these giving us research money to be able to accomplish what is needed to support organic growth. States like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Washington, California, Iowa, and Vermont, they have very strong organic activities, and they have personnel at the agriculture department to provide training, to direct farmers, to give them informal advice, link them with the market, refer them to specialists, give them documents that guide them, technical assistance, organic cost share, marketing, and so forth. But in the South, we don't see those kind of help. So we have two things that are preventing us from being able to give good recommendation to our organic growers. What we need in the South is consumer education. Once consumers are able to demand organic produce, then farmers will grow those crops for the market. We need good leadership skills of commitment to organic farming. We need to develop the market. We need to have policies that encourage organic transition and research, technical training, and so forth. So those are the things that we need, and that's why we are here today. You representing a lot of farmers here, researchers, extension agents, so that we can put our heads together to be able to develop or come up with solutions that can help the South get into good share, good standing in organic agriculture. Lawrence stated this already, that the forum is funded by NEFA, and the grant number is 2019-51300-30250. And with this, if you have any question, I'll take that. Thank you so much.